What's your best "they underestimated the wrong person" story? My personal trainer kept pushing me to man up and lift heavier weights, claiming I was too weak for serious training. I'm a former Navy SEAL who was just recovering from a combat injury. I joined this local gym after getting medically discharged from the Navy. 6 months of physical therapy for a shoulder injury sustained during a mission in Afghanistan. My doctor cleared me for light exercise. The gym assigned me their motivational trainer, Brad, 20-something bodybuilder who thought intensity was more important than proper rehabilitation. First session, Brad looked at my workout plan from the physical therapist and shook his head. Dude, this is grandma weights. You're never going to see results lifting baby dumbbells. I'm following my doctor's orders, recovering from a shoulder injury. Everyone's got excuses. Real men push through pain. Brad had that gym bro mentality where everything was about ego lifting and showing off. What kind of injury? Probably just pulled a muscle playing weekend basketball. Something like that. I wasn't ready to discuss combat injuries with someone who thought pain was just weakness leaving the body. Second session, Brad tried to triple my weights. I stuck to my prescribed routine. This is embarrassing, man. I've got 70-year-olds lifting more than you. I'm following my rehabilitation protocol. Rehabilitation? What are you, a professional athlete? Most people just need to toughen up. Brad started telling other gym members about his difficult client who refused to train seriously. Third session was worse. Brad brought another trainer to motivate me. Show him what real lifting looks like, Marcus. Marcus deadlifted 400 pounds while Brad provided commentary. See? That's commitment. No excuses. Very impressive. Your turn. Let's see you lift like a man. I'll stick with my current weight. Brad was getting frustrated with my refusal to ego lift beyond my medical limitations. Fourth session, Brad staged an intervention. He gathered 3 trainers to help me overcome my mental barriers. This guy's been coming here a month and still lifting like he's scared of weights. Maybe he needs tough love, one suggested. I think he's just not cut out for serious fitness. Some people aren't built for the gym. Brad looked at me with that condescending expression. Maybe try yoga or swimming, something less demanding. That's when I realized Brad needed perspective on what actual strength looked like. You know what? You're right. Not everyone's built the same way. I pulled out my military ID and set it on the bench. Petty Officer First Class Jake Martinez, U.S. Navy SEALs. The group went silent, staring at the ID. Those baby weights? I'm recovering from taking shrapnel to my shoulder during a mission in Kandahar. Brad's expression started cracking. You're a Navy SEAL? Was. Medical discharge after 12 years of service. 6 combat deployments. I rolled up my sleeve, showing surgical scars across my shoulder. This injury happened while carrying a wounded Marine to safety under enemy fire. The other trainers were backing away, realizing they'd been lecturing a special forces operator about toughness. Those grandma weights are exactly what my military doctors prescribed to rebuild strength without re-injuring tissue reconstructed with titanium pins. Brad was staring at my scars, finally understanding what real injury looked like. The mental barriers you mentioned? I've completed Hell Week, survived SEER training, and operated in some of the most dangerous places on Earth. I looked at the group. I've carried 200-pound teammates through combat zones, but sure, tell me more about real strength. I had no idea. I'm sorry. Brad, you assumed someone following medical advice was weak instead of asking why they had limitations. I packed up my gear. Real strength isn't lifting the heaviest weight. It's knowing when to follow orders, even when your ego wants to do something else. I switched to a different gym that specialized in veteran rehabilitation.